I'm gonna be a dad. I'm not ready. My girlfriend just told me she's pregnant. What am I gonna do? Help! If you just found out you're gonna be a dad, you've probably got a lot of concerns and thoughts going through your brain. Guess what? That's normal. And today, I'm gonna walk you through some of the very, very common concerns that new dads have and some different ways to consider overcoming them. My name is Mark Savant, and welcome to Actidad. Let's get right into it. Over the past year, I've spoken to thousands and thousands of dads, and the number one concern and the number one problem that dads have is time management. This is such a difficult issue to overcome because the reality is if you're used to having a bunch of free time to yourself, when you're having a kid, it's all going to change because now you've got a tiny human being that's totally reliant on you, and time is going to be a challenge. You need to find ways that you can do things that you enjoy while also spending quality time with your child. Additionally, you want to find ways to work with your partner to make sure that you can trade off time. That is super important that you're communicating with your partner about that. It's really easy to feel like you're working all day to provide for your kid, but because you're always working, you don't have time to actually spend with your kid. So time becomes really challenging, and there's a lot of different strategies. The two that I found the most effective are the seasons theory. And what this means is that your life moves in seasons and your time moves in seasons. Wherever you are, make sure you're putting your full energy into that. If you're at work, you're 100% in on work, you're cranking it out, you're doing the quality job. When you're with your kid and your family, you're 100% committed to that season. So stay focused on where you're at and what you're doing. The second thing that I like to do is multitask because some activities are active and some activities are passive. For example, maybe when you're driving on the car, you're making business calls instead of just listening to the radio. Maybe when you're with your kid, you're also exercising at the same time. You're doing multiple things at once. That's a really impactful way of saving time. For me, the biggest challenge about being a father is sleep. Sleep is so important. It's amazing what lack of sleep will do to you mentally and physically. You have to get sleep. Now look, there's no easy answer to this. If you're a new father, you're not going to get as much sleep. That's just the reality of the situation. There's two things that you can do to really make sure that you're maximizing your sleep. One is that when your baby's sleeping, you're sleeping. If your baby goes to bed at 7 o'clock, it's probably a good idea to get some sleep in because guess what? At midnight, they're going to be up. So especially with a new baby, when they're sleeping, you're sleeping. The second thing I'd recommend is making sure that you're communicating with your partner. Maybe you can flip-flop days. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is your day to get up early, and maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is their day to get up early. Try splitting that to make sure that you're both getting enough sleep. Highly, highly impactful. The third common fear that I see with dads is they don't believe they're going to be able to do the things that they love and enjoy. And I can tell you what, this is super common for dads to have this misconception that now that I'm becoming a father, my wife won't let me do this. My job won't let me do that. My family won't let me do this. Listen, in order for you to be a good father, to follow the number one rule of Actidad, you have to be happy. If you're not taking care of yourself, you cannot take care of anyone. Period. Number one, you have to take care of yourself. You have to find ways and time to do the things that you love. If you love playing music, you have to play music. If you love playing basketball, you have to play basketball. Some things you might not be able to do as much as you would like. Some things you might have to cut out of your life. But find things that you love doing because if you're not doing things that you love, you're going to be miserable and that's going to spread like toxic waste to everyone around you. Do the things you love. It's super important. Another really common fear that dads have is that they're going to make a mistake. And I'm going to tell you something. Spoiler alert, you're going to make mistakes. But listen, most of those mistakes are not game breaking or season ending, right? A lot of mistakes are just going to be small mistakes. The key is that you're continuously learning. The key is that you're continuously learning both on the back end after you've made a mistake, but also learning on the front end. I would really recommend joining a group like Actidad, the Awesome Dad group over on Facebook. That's a great way to network with dads, get feedback, and continue growing. Just keep learning. Don't be so afraid you're going to make a mistake. Just make sure you don't make one of the big mistakes, like leaving the front door open, or leaving the baby gate to the pool open, or making sure that they're not eating something that they can choke on, making sure that you're supporting the neck. Make sure that you're not making one of the big mistakes. Everything else is gonna be just fine. The last major fear that new dads have is that they're not gonna feel connected to their child. And let me tell you something, this is completely normal. When a woman is having a child, they already feel connected because they've been connected for 9+ months. You, on the other hand, might not feel connected. I'm about to have a kid tomorrow or today, and it's just now starting to feel real. So listen, if you don't feel connected right off the way, it's totally normal. Just keep focusing. Be involved, change the diapers, talk to the baby, play with the baby, because that fear is gonna melt away because that kid is gonna love you. There's nobody, listen to me, there is nobody in the world that can do what you can do. As a father, you have a unique role in that kid's life. Nobody can do what you do as a father. Congratulations, you're gonna be awesome. Don't worry about these fears. What other fears do you have that I missed? Please shoot it in the comments. And if you like this content and if you appreciate what we're doing at Actidad, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. In the meantime, good luck with this awesome journey. See you later. Peace.